get the look of a new wig using some wigs you probably already got. I'm gonna show you how to revamp some wigs in your closet for the new season. Alright, so here's how it's starting. I know they look kind of janky, but they're just unstyled. There's nothing wrong with these wigs. I just want to give them a new look. They're still in their natural color. So I am going to bleach and lift the color, add some highlights, some tones on my deep wave red wig and my bob. So what I do is I start in the back. I start sectioning off some places where I think would be a good idea to put the highlights. And what I'm gonna do is just twist those pieces of hair together so when I come back around, it's easy to find. I use sections all over the hair, even in the middle. Honestly, doing this part in the middle is so unnecessary. I feel like it's so much hair on top of that. These pieces right here weren't really seen, but I did like the ones in the very last in the back because you know, you can see that on your shoulders. But this part, not so much. But this is what I did. Using our BW bleach. For our deep wave wig, I made sure I used a 10 and a 20 volume developer. I used the 30 volume developer on our straight hair. And the reason why I only use a 10 and a 20 on our deep wave wig is because I was concerned about processing this hair and it losing its curl pattern. So if you go too high on the volume, like a 40, 50, it may not curl again. So I was like, let me start low. And plus I didn't want a really bright blonde. I wanted a brown. And if you know me, I use this violet color because it helps tone the hair. Because I wasn't planning on going back in and using a toner. So using this violet color dye is like my little secret. And I didn't measure, obviously. I'm eyeballing equal parts bleach and developer. I was really low on 20 and that's why I'm actually using 10. So if you have a 20 at home, you could use that the whole way through. I just didn't have enough. Now I'm going back in, pulling out those twists I made. Now I combed out this hair because I was worried about it not saturating it, and it's really not necessary if you use a good amount of product. I just have a phobia. Like, one of the worst things that could happen is after you finish coloring, you go back and you see like the bleach didn't really penetrate all that well, and it's like a waste and you got to go back in. So I combed it out. I started combing it out, but as I get towards the middle, you'll see I was like, nah, let me just soak it up real good in the product. And it did its thing, truthfully. I use my hands to rub it all through. I did not use foil on this part. And I just go back in and find my twisties and repeat this all over. You see, I done gave up on combing it out, huh? Originally, I just did these two little pieces in the front because me personally, I'm kind of like nervous about how much color I have on me. I love to give color to my customers, but on me, I'm always a little self-conscious. So I was like, let me just do little pieces, little strips right here, and that should be enough. All right, I looked it over and I was like, this ain't even enough. Let me go back in and put some color at the top around the closure. Being all scary. So we go back over. It's a new day. Using my little bit of developer left. And of course, my violet. Equal parts, eyeballing it, guesstimating. So what I do is use the rat tail part of my comb, and I made 3 sections where I weave my comb in and out to get, what do they call it, whispers. And that's how I got my sections. I used the foil this time around, mostly because I didn't want this bleach to transfer to the next section because these sections are kind of close. But I was still being conscious of like, I don't want this to over process and mess up my curl pattern. But we got some good hair over here at Polished Appearance, so that wasn't an issue at all. Rub it in real good, make sure it's saturated. Same thing, leave a space in between the 2 sections. And you see, saturate it real good, fold it over. And then I'm gonna do 3 sections on the other side. All right, I'm using a 30 volume developer for the straight bob wig. And I'm only coloring around the closure. I weave my rat tail comb in and out, get my whispers of hair that I want to color, and I back comb like that so that there's no line of demarcation of where the color will start and stop. I do this in 3 sections on each side, and I'm only coloring around the closure. I like to do this because in case I change my mind, I just have to replace the closure and not replace the whole wig. So that's a good tip if you want to just add some color to a wig, but you don't have to be married to it. I could get really indecisive. But that's the main reason, one of the best reasons about getting high quality hair when you're making your wig. You could do so much with it. You're never just stuck to one style. All right, so look how that came out. Let it sit for about 30 minutes. And I'm definitely gonna have some color now. Use Shimmer Lights for toning and my silicone mix conditioner. Keep it nice and soft. I put it in this thermal heat bag to condition it. Keep it moisturized, keep it from drying out. All right, and here we are. The deep wave wig is still a bit wet, but I'm loving the colors. Look at the colors. Cute, cute, cute. Look at that. Aww. People ain't even gonna think this is the same wig. Now it's all dry. Beautiful. And this one, I think I might go in and cut some layers in that I'm looking at myself, but I'm feeling this color just enough for me.